today's subject, Portugal. And you might be wondering, what's wrong about Portugal? It's got great food, like a lot of food. You got great beaches, you got great weather, you got great people. So what's not to like? Let's start with the fact that around 25% of the population in Portugal is elderly people. Which means, if you put it into perspective, let's say Portugal has around 10 million people. Around 1/4 of Portugal is elderly people. And you might be wondering, oh, that's just 1/4. It's like 2 million people. So what's the big deal? In about 55 years, the population aged 0 to 14 managed to decrease to 12%, while the population above 65 managed to increase to almost 1/4 of Portugal when it was 10%. And you might say, oh, it's easy to solve this problem. Just start fucking, which is true. If it wasn't for the fact that kids cost money. And considering that the minimum wage in Portugal for now is around 870 fucking euros, and around 10% of that money goes to the fucking government in taxes, IRS, whatever you want to call it. And considering that a good salary in Portugal means 1,700, which is double the fucking minimum wage. And I'm pretty sure they're considering the highest gross salary in Portugal, because based on this table, you can see the highest grossing salary, it belongs to Lisbon. And as you go through the table, you realize that it goes down. So, how can the parents provide for their children? Both the parents have to work a 9-to-5 job. Especially now, more than ever, because the politician responsible for the housing decided that a fucking fair price, moderated wage for rent is considered from 400 to 2k and 300, bro. And because the IRS took 10% of your hard-worked fucking salary, now you're left with 800 more or so. Good fucking luck paying your rent if you're alone. And Portugal has one of the highest differences between the rent and the house value and their wages. And this is only getting bigger because the houses are getting fucking more expensive. But the wages, they're not following. They're not keeping up with the prices.
What the fuck?
They are selling a house that is not even made yet. What the actual fuck? I wanted to talk about a lot of things in this video, but I wanted mostly to focus on things that I have statistics, graphics, there's been studies done about. I wanted to talk about retirement in Portugal, how kids spend a lot of time in classes in Portugal. That's mostly because the parents just have to work 8 hours, so they have to leave the kid somewhere besides the kindergarten, because you guessed it, it's also hard to get accepted to the kindergarten. During the pregnancy, you should start seeking possible kindergarten options. I was also going to compare the ages that American people, usually adults, leave America versus Portugal for comparison. But it's also just AI answers. Same with the people leaving Portugal and the people joining Portugal. It's just AI numbers. The point is, there's more immigrants joining Portugal, which I love. Honestly, we need more people because our birth rate is so fucking decaying. It's almost like Japan. And we need more people to get taxed so the government has money to pay our old elderly, obviously. And finally, I want to talk about why the rent is so high lately. It has to do with mostly tourists buying houses because they're usually cheaper than in their home country, so they just ended up buying a permanent house in tourist spots like Lisbon, Porto, Algarve, and they don't care about our economy because they're not from here. They just spend their holidays here when it's sunny, when it's fun, and when it's time to dip their toes in the water. And because of that, not solely, that's not the only reason the rents are high, but it helps raising the prices. And I wanted a statistic. I really wanted a study done about this, but I could not find anything properly. And that's that. This video is mostly my rant, my frustration, my grief process about what is happening with Portugal currently, and probably is happening in other countries. This is my way of accepting the way Portugal is and just moving on. Thank you.